Hello, my name is Zachariah Grace, and I wanted to create this video today to be able to share with you a little bit more about me and the reason why I play the Native American flutes and the significance of these instruments to me and my life. So, when I was 8 years old, my family moved across the United States from Maryland to Santa Fe, New Mexico. And this was in the year 2000. And so we moved across the country, and a few months after we arrived, my mother, who was a Reiki master teacher and who really loved Native American flute music, she went out for a walk one night, and she was listening to a CD by Robert Mirabal called Tao's Tales. Robert Mirabal is a Native American musician and flutist. And yeah, my mother that night, she never came home, and she was hit by a truck when she was walking that night. And so that CD is something that I got and that I would listen to. And something about listening to these Native American flute sounds would help me to feel connected to my mother's energy. And so I would listen to these sounds all the time to feel connected to my mom in some way. And then when I was 19 years old, I bought my first flute from a little thrift shop in Taos, New Mexico. And it was a little $15 flute, a cheap little flute. But I took it home and I practiced and I learned how to make beautiful sounds on this flute. And about a year later, I invested in the next level up. Not quite a professional level flute, but a very beautiful cedar flute from Blue Bear Flutes, and that took my flute playing to a whole nother level. Every time I would play the flute, I would feel this deep connection with my mother, and it would just take me and transport me to a different place, a place where I didn't feel grief, I didn't feel sadness. I just felt connected, I felt love, I felt just like everything else disappeared when I would play the flutes. So my mother, who was a Reiki master teacher as well, that's another connection that I have with her. Around the same time, when I was in 2013, I learned Reiki and started working with Reiki medicine, energy healing, and was a fully certified Reiki master teacher by 2015, and I started experimenting with a technique in Reiki called Kokiho, which is healing with the breath, and then Gyoshiho, which is healing with the eyes. And I started to play the flute after using these techniques, or while playing the flute, I would use these Reiki techniques, and it would infuse the flute sounds that are already so healing and beautiful on their own with Reiki. And the results have been incredible, sharing that with people and seeing them experience somatic releases and releasing energetic blocks and just using it to come into harmony and balance within themselves once again. So this is a big reason behind why I play the Native American flutes and why I do Reiki infused flute sounds. It's healing, it's medicine, for myself and for the world and for others. And I truly believe that. At the beginning of this year in 2022, I had a video on TikTok go viral, and it was just incredible to see the feedback in the comments of people that were listening to this 60-second video and experiencing this deep healing, experiencing tears falling from their eyes, experiencing their body shaking and twitching and releasing energy, experiencing their energy body coming into balance and alignment. For some people, they found the video during a panic attack, and it immediately calmed them and took them out of that panic attack. And it was just incredible to see thousands and thousands of comments of people sharing how much these videos helped them. And I've continued to share this year in 2022. We're now at the beginning of November, and in this year I've gained 150,000 followers on TikTok from sharing these Reiki infused flute sounds. And and opportunities have come from that as well. I've gotten the opportunity to share and play at festivals. I've gotten the opportunity to do sound closings at the end of Ecstatic Dance. I've done virtual sound healings with mastermind groups and offered virtual sound healing through my own Zoom calls as well. And it's just been incredible to see how much the Reiki infused flute music is helping the world, helping people in ways that I don't even realize sometimes. And so that's why I continue to share in this way, in hopes that I can help as many people as I can for as long as I can. And as long as I'm alive, I will continue playing the flute and facilitating healing for people in this way. There was a quote by Edgar Cayce who said, "Sound will be the medicine of our future." And if you look back in history, ancient Egyptian cultures were using sound as medicine as well, to activate themselves, to heal their body, their mind, and their spirit. And so this isn't something that's necessarily new, but Edgar Cayce knew that sound would be the medicine of the future, that sound has this healing capability that can help us to release trapped energy in the body, to help us with anxiety, to help us release trauma, to help us to balance and heal. And it's a really beautiful tool, and I feel really blessed to be able to offer this in this way. So yeah, that is my story behind why the Native American flute is such an important instrument to me and in my life, and why it is that I'm doing what I'm doing. So I want to thank you for taking the time to drop in with this video and to listen and to understand a little bit more behind what it is that I do and who I am. Thank you.